Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss a code jam qualification round 2021 question. So the question goes as that we are given a string consisting of characters C, J and question mark, and we have to replace every question mark with either C or J, and the cost of replacing is as such that for every occurrence of C, J in the string we have to pay X. For every occurrence of JC in the string we have to pay Y. So this is like in the final string, if CJ occurs we have to pay X, if JC occurs we have to pay Y, and we have to find the minimum cost of replacing every question mark with either C or J. So let's go with the example first of all. So I have this example, and let's see what happens if I replace the question mark with either C or J. Let's see, replace with C, what will happen? C, J, C, C, C. Replace with J, what will happen? C, J, J, C, C. So here I can see that if I replace the question mark with C, an occurrence of JC occurs, right? And similarly, if here I replace the question mark with J, the occurrence of JC occurs, right? So the what happens if I just remove the question mark? C, J, C, C will be there, right? So C, J, C, C is JC, right? So JC is occurring in every case. If I replace question mark with C, JC occurs. If I replace question mark with J, JC occurs. If I remove the question mark also, JC occurs, right? So I can say that replacing question mark is equal to removing question mark, right? So this is the main idea of this question, that we have to construct a string that is replica of this string but it doesn't have any question marks. So let's see how the code for this works. Here in the find solve function I am doing the processing. So for every character of the string I'm checking if it is not a question mark, I am appending it to my word string, and word is just an empty string in the starting, and as this for loop proceeds we are appending every character of the string to this word. Every character which is not a question mark is appended to this word, and at last what I'm checking is I'm iterating on this word list from the first index. So previously I had CJ, C string was CJ question mark CC. Let me add one question mark here also. The word will become CJCC. Okay, now let us go through this for loop once. In the starting, A is equal to, so I is here, A will be C, B equal to J. So for let's say X is equal to 2, Y is equal to 3. So for every occurrence of JC we have answer is equal to 2 as of now. Now for when I moves to this, I is here, so A becomes J, B becomes C, so answer plus equal to 3, that is here, which makes it equal to 5. And when I comes here, A becomes C, B becomes C, answer just remains as such, and the final answer will be equal to 5 in this particular case. So as you can see, I'm checking if C and J is the case, I am adding Y, X, and if JC is the case, I am adding Y, and at last I'm just returning the answer. Okay, this is the answer that is getting printed. Now this is the case where X and Y, the costs are positive. So these are the given constraints. But what if the costs are in negative as well? So for every occurrence of CJ, the particular person is getting paid 100 whatever X amount. So if it is in negative, the X amount will be given to that person. So in this particular case we'll have to go with the DP solution. Let's see how the DP state will be. DP state will consider of two things: index and the previous character. Okay, let's go with the DP solution. Let's see how we are processing this in the DP. So if my first character is a question mark, this is the edge case. If my first character is the question mark, I'll be sending the index as the next one. I can either set this question mark with a J or a C. So these two cases I'm calling the DP, and my initial cost will be 0. Or else, if the first character is not a question mark, I'll just send that first character into my previous value for this DP with the current index is 1 and the cost is 0. Let's see how the DP function is created here. This is having index, this is having the previous character, the character at IND -1, and this is the cost up until now. This is the base case. This indicates that I have reached the end of my string, and whatever cost I have attained is the final cost. So I'm just checking if what is the minimum cost that I could achieve for the answer. And this is the memoized state in which I am storing the index and previous character in my memoized array, MEM array. Okay, let's see what is happening here. If my current character is a question mark, I can replace it with a C or with a J, and doing so I will check the cost with replacing it with a C and the previous character. So previous character can be either J or C, and in the check cost function I'm checking if the two characters differ. Like if my previous character is C and my current character is J, I return an X, otherwise I return a Y. Similarly, I can replace the question mark with a J also, and I can check the cost of it with my previous character. And what if the current character, the current character at this particular instance is not a question mark? Then I can just simply check my cost with the previous character of the string and calculate the minimum cost as such. So this is the solution in which DP is taken into account, in which the negative numbers are also taken into account. So let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Also I will link the problem statement in the description below. Thank you.